Hello everyone, this is Raven here, and I'm going to go ahead and kick off this week with a Monster Mayhem Monday. So I'm going to try and do some live battle casts, perhaps every Monday, something like that, and go with the monstrous units and try and see what we can do with them. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the vampire counts here. My opponent does counter pick with the Bretonnians. They are a good pick against the vampire counts, so very strong stuff coming out of him. I'm going to go ahead and get ourselves a necromancer and a white king over here. I'm going to go ahead and put him on a little horse. He's going to need that. The necromancer, let's go ahead and just... Oh, we're just going to use him for the summon the dead. Alright, now for the front line, we're going to go with some pretty decent units. We want a little bit of armor piercing to get rid of those foot squires. We'll go with 3 of them. That sounds good to me. We're going to want something to deal with all those knights in the back. You know what? We're going with that monster build, of course. We're going to have to go with that. We're going to go with something like that. Let me take a look, see what we can do here. It might be a fool's errand here to go in the air against the Bretonnian, so we gotta rethink this build, actually. Let's go ahead and just go with a little sturdy front line. Boom, 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 boom. Let's take a look, What else can we get? I feel like we need the support of a white king. Maybe not. Let's go with just a little cheaper front line, so we're just gonna go with couple of these guys. That shouldn't be a problem, and then that should be okay too. And then let's see what we can afford instead. We'll get you. You know what? You're okay. Put you on. Here we go. I hate that little bug that these guys have. They can't get their mount sometimes when you go over that chosen amount of cost for units. So that's okay though. We're gonna go ahead and go with that. That should be fine. All these monsters. Should be able to deal with anybody on the ground or in the air, hopefully. We'll see. Please, the Red Duke needs to perform so well here. So we're gonna see what happens here. Go ahead and kick this battle off. Hopefully my opponent readies up just as soon as I do right here. So we're gonna go ahead and see what happens in this game. Actually, he clicks off ready. There we go. Back up to being ready. So hopefully these monsters do well for me. It's a pretty straightforward map as well, so rear charging might be a pretty big issue if he deploys his Bretonnia knights on the flanks over here. So we'll see what happens. See if we can make this a good fight. Sorry about that. One of my cats jumped up on a ledge. Alright, just waiting for my opponent to load in and myself as well. Still just waiting for everything to load up. And here we are, we're into the map. Looks like my opponent was ready for me. Seems he might have loaded in a little bit faster, but that's completely okay. So we're going to go ahead and get this front line ready. Just like this. Get these guys on the flanks. See if I can kind of do some damage on any of the low armor units that he might have on the sides. And put these guys right here in the front. It's going to take the brunt of any charges we can. I really care about the Sternsmen getting charged. They have so much armor and regeneration. I'm not too worried about them. They should be okay. So, especially when everybody's going to be supported by this Mortis engine. So that'll be good stuff right there. Go ahead and put this guy in group 2 on his own. Put these dudes... Actually, we're going to put these dudes in group 2. Make group 3, group 4. That sounds good. So boom, boom. Alright. This looks good. This looks good. See how many troops my enemy has. Excuse me. They have quite a few. Hopefully those numbers are just a lot of peasant mobs in the front lines, but we'll have to see what they actually brought against us today. So hopefully nothing too crazy. Let's see what we can do with this fight. I'm gonna keep this Vargolf a little bit further in the back. Hopefully he didn't bring too many fire arrows. That'd be unfortunate, but yeah, we'll see.
Fire Lord.
Alright, here we go. Okay, not the biggest infantry, not the biggest air force out of this guy. Thank God for that, so my guy should do relatively well in the air, especially if I can get off an LC prior to anything happening. Especially if I can get this potion of strength off and get a good engagement against his regular lord over here. So I'm going to try and get the Terrorgeist on the Pegasus Knights over here. They are the royal kind, so that's unfortunate. We'll see how he does. Go in here. Doesn't want to fight. He does have quite a few arrows over there. Alright, come on. Alright. Mortis Engine, bring you over here. Got regeneration going. Oh god, that did so much damage. So just kind of juking it up a little bit. Alright, go ahead and pop that. You hit them, you fight them. That's what's important. Alright, we need to get you over here. The rest of these guys need to get into the combat as soon as possible. All their AI pathing got so jacked up right there, and I wasn't even paying attention. That's unfortunate, but you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna get in here and start doing some good work. Go. Yep. There he goes, charging straight across the lines. Use a little Mortis Engine. You can survive. Right there, that's perfect. That is perfect. Go. Give the little armor piercing to you. Get rid of your ability right here. There we go, and we're about to get a heal off at any moment here, so. Go. Keep attacking the Lord. Keep attacking them. It's important. Alright, well he wants to go over here and try and finish like Mortis Engine, which is totally fine with me. I'm gonna bring these guys in now. Got his archers tied up. They came too close to the front lines and tried to start taking out the Mortis Engine, so we're gonna go ahead and punish that if we can get in here. Hopefully we can. Start doing some good work. King was routed. Be able to do some good work against these guys. Bring these guys in here. So none of these dudes are immune to terror, so see what we can do here. Thankfully, we were able to win that air fight. He didn't go too heavy. My Terrorgeist and Undead Dragon were able to win today. Here we go. Oh, look at this charge going off. Please get him. Yup. Yeah, come on. Just do some damage. Get him off the field. There you go. That's good enough. Now you come straight back over here. Try and take out these guys. This guy will be perfectly fine on his own. Pulling this Mortis Engine. Try and do some good work in here. Alright. Not gonna have to worry too much about all these guys. Grail Reliquary is kind of in the back here. He's not microing too much with his front lines here, which is totally fine. Try and run my Mortis Engine all around the place. Just try and keep as much regeneration going as possible. Run them in over here. Try and stop these bows from firing. This Grave Guard, put them on them. These Grave Guard go right there. These dudes keep fighting here. You there. Alright, that's unfortunate. We lost the Mortis Engine, but you know what? It is what it is. Can't change what we can't change what happened here, so. Try and finish off these Pegasus Knights as quickly as possible though. Here we go. Already dropped one. Dropping another one. It's gonna be pretty good. As soon as we can get our Terrorgeist in here. Alright, let's bring back the Lord. We need help in the front lines. There we go. Pull the Lord in over here. Terrorgeist should be doing alright for now. That's okay. Pull him over here. Trying to take care of these bows firing at him. We're going to be doing the most damage, unfortunately. Right. Put that on there. These guys are going to do fine against this guy. Okay. This is all going okay. It's completely alright. Get rid of the... Oh no, I can't do it. They're not heroes. It's unfortunate. Do some armor piercing damage. Start spawning some people on the back. Alright, those guys are so far away. Want them back in the front. Need that help. Need this person to go over here. You need to start going over here. Try and do as much damage to her as you can before you die. She's on foot, sadly. So that's not the best situation for me. Alright. Alright, there we go. Keeping that Vargulf healthy is what we're trying to do right here. Keep the monsters in the fight. This terror is going to kick on these peasant bowmen pretty soon. Take care of this guerrilla really quick. Alright. Pull these guys in, start doing some damage. Finish those guys off. You guys come in here. Totally forgot about that flank. That's alright though. Here we go. Pull that right there. Don't want you doing anything, so get rid of that attacking ability that you have, if you have any whatsoever to speak of. We're doing alright. We're doing okay. You know what? These guys are going to be able to handle all these stupid peasant bowmen over here. Totally okay with this. These cripples racking up the kills. They're amazing weapon damage. So that's totally fine with me. These dudes aren't even shooting back. So it's fine. Gord over here is taking quite a bit of damage. I don't want him to die. I'm going to pull him out as fast as I can. There we go. Leadership up a little bit. Start running him around. You need to attack that. You need to attack that as well. It's totally fine. Run you back over here. Let's see what we got over here. We got some spearmen. It's fine. I'll do a charge on the damsel. There we go. That was good. That's what we needed right there. I want you to pull through. Fight. Oh no. Here we go. That's the Lord dead, unfortunately. That is okay. Get that cast off first, though. Do as much damage as you can to them. Fight. Fight. That's okay. You know what? That is what it is. All these units over here are being killed and routed. Start fighting these guys now. Here we go. This is it. Trying to keep our units together. Alright, now that these Pegasus Knights are in here, we're not going to let them out. This is what we want to do. We need to finish these dudes off. They're going to start losing a lot of their that balance power. So as soon as that starts dropping, army losses are going to start kicking in, and they're not going to want to stay and fight us anymore. This Terror guy still has a lot of HP that I can recuperate, so 1400 HP that I can still get back. This Pegasus Knights did unfortunately make it off the ground, but they come stupidly back in. Here we go. So we're going to start swarming them now. They only have 400 HP. They're going to break almost instantly being in combat, even against these people with super low armor. Armor piercing damage, excuse me. So, put you on them. You over here. Start doing some damage. Well, these guys like that. These guys like that. Put these guys in here. Pull you guys around like that. There we go. You dudes, here we go. Go fire at them. Go attack them, I mean, before they can fire at us. Right, now everybody's just gonna kind of swarm in. That should do it. This should be the final push right here. As soon as we get rid of this Grail Reliquary. There's nothing you can do against this Terrorgeist and my my White King, thankfully. There you go. Let's get some final damage in here. Let me go for more cinematic stuff. Oh, where are you going? Pegasus Knights are nowhere to be found. These guys are trying to fire in now, so I'm going to go finish them off over here with my Terror guys. The Guerrero Reliquary giving it his all, with the White King just not having any of that. And over here, these poor archers absolutely being decimated by these crypt ghouls. They're starting to flee the field. Totally okay with this, and mass shattering does ensue. So that was a good one. Monster Mayhem #1. Alright, good stuff, guys. That's our first Monster Mayhem ever. So, with better video quality too, finally fixed that error with the choppiness and turned up the volume on all my stuff. So hopefully you shouldn't have to turn up your volume on your speakers and everything like that. And I will be having my microphone in probably at the very end of this week, or at the very least at the beginning of next week. And I'll have to stop worrying so much about how my voice sounds. You'll just be able to listen to crystal clear audio quality all the time. And slowly I'm going to start upgrading my PC as well to start being able to handle more intense graphics. I know it's not the graphically most amazing videos you've ever seen as far as what I'm doing with the Total War Warhammer, but I do have the audio, the character quality as high as I can, and I do have the texture up as much as possible as well to try and keep the units looking as good as I can, get them for what I have currently. So as we go along, the videos will be getting better, and I appreciate all you for sticking around and trying to, keep your patience with how my video quality was recently. So let's go ahead and take a look at these stats here. So obviously these Battle Pilgrims able to absolutely decimate my poor Skeleton Warriors and these Crypt Ghouls that they got onto, as well as any summons of Skeleton Warriors and Zombies in the back that I got on them. These Men-at-Arms with pole arms, honestly, they costed a whole lot and they weren't able to do too much. Yes, I did have armor-piercing damage against my Graveguard, but my Graveguard just had the absolutely amazing damage and bonus versus infantry, putting them at 46 weapon strength against small units. Infantry from all of his forces right here got that bonus pretty much, except for the Pegasus Knights. So very good stuff coming out of these Graveguard, and I was able to do some good work with my Vargol before I was eventually shot to pieces and torn up by these poor men-at-arms with pole arms that were also eventually slaughtered. And good work coming out of the Terror guys too, able to eventually finish off these row of Pegasus Knights. A big pain in my ass, and thank God that the Red Duke was able to do some good work against the Lord as well. So with that Elseef ability nullifying all of his melee attack, that definitely kept him alive in the fight a lot longer than he typically would have if he hadn't have had any debuffs on him in combat. So good stuff. Very good game for my opponent. And as always, if you like what you saw, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. Criticize down in the comments below to help make this a better viewing experience for your pleasure. And as always, guys, I'll catch y'all later.